B, what, you feel like you're on acid?
No, asphalt.
Okay. I think, to start a dialogue with you, in a way, where do you start? Because you've lived such a rich tapestry of a life. I want to know where you were born and were you adopted?
No, I wasn't adopted, but I was born in the darkest parts, Grimsby Town.
And a career in the fisheries didn't appeal?
No. But I saw plenty of bird's eye, if you know what I mean.
I know, you have to call it that, because otherwise we get accused of racism.
Wouldn't have been the first time, but no.
I'd like to ask you, what got you into being, dare I say, a public exhibitionist, into show business?
Never having enough love, care and attention from two very important people in my life. And
who was that?
That would be
the
your
local...
mum and dad.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of like the local lollipop man. It can happen.
I did like the lollipop.
They don't just help you over the road. They take you up it. I think Al's really hit on something there, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of us that are quite happy to, well, dare I say, almost humiliate ourselves on stage. It's because at some level we felt underappreciated and unloved. I mean, they played Pass the Parcel with me, love. I was, as I said to you when we were in the jacuzzi. And you're the only artist who's put Clarins in that jacuzzi. The best so far I got was Bourgeois and Maurice. Last week they put some, I think it smelled of eucalyptus. It opened up your sinuses because they're very into singing. Which I know you are.
Yes, well, I brought me on.
Fantastic. They say that can be very damaging.
Yeah, well, that's why I use it, probably.
What happened? How did it all start? How did your career get rolling? Were you involved in amateur dramatics?
Yes, at the age of about 8, I joined the local Methodist church in Duncan Street.
That can be dreary, because last week I was explaining to the ladies and gentlemen, I was actually taught the pianoforte, but unfortunately my piano teacher was a Methodist church organist. And when I was banging out every song from Hello Dolly, he was absolutely horrified. And then, with passion, I used to be able to bash out ABBA's SOS. Yes, employing both the treble and the bass player. The horror. Do you know that house smelt of dogs? Mike! Let me in. It's theatre in the round. Okay. I forgot. Yeah, I love that. Great. What I'm doing now, Al, is I'm bringing the gift that you gave me.
All right.
Al cares about me, ladies and gentlemen, to such an extent that he's very kindly provided me with not just wine, but organic wine. And that means that the cows were out to pasture, just being allowed to eat the unchemically fertilised grass. And thank you very much for that. So, Methodist, I don't see you as a Methodist. I mean, I can't see you on your knees in any context, in a way, let alone worship. Into the mic.
Yes, well, just say.
Well, I was questioning your current state of spirituality.
Right.
Okay, and whether or not you still believe in God. I mean, speaking from your perspective, let's face it, you've played around with gender because, like me, you don't believe in it. You've freed yourself from that, so spiritually, you sing very wholeheartedly, you give of your all. Do you believe in God? Total fucking silence now, please, as somebody unravels in front of you. In a nice way. I mean, we're not going to have another Lauren Harris.
Oh, no, I don't. Repeat agree to
I mean,
that.
we could go down that road.
No, I don't think so. Well, not in the monotheistic sense, do I really think God?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, it's not a word I'm frightened of.
No. And I've only just learned it.
Do you know, I'm just amazed at how my hair's grown in it. It's almost like a gift from God.
Yeah, that expensive conditioner that obviously has no effect.
Okay, so, Billy, honestly, I do not want to provide another car crash, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try and keep it reasonably together. So, you've taken us up to the age of 8, and you've had your flirtation with Methodism and blah, blah, blah. And anybody who can worship in a corrugated iron building, in a way, they should be gassed. I'd now like you to tell us a little bit about your sexual awakening.
In what respect?
Well, first of all into the microphone. And then how you realised that you were a little bit different to the mediocre majority.
Well, probably when I came out of the womb on a chaise long singing I'm just an old-fashioned girl, I think that was probably an indication that I wasn't like everybody else.
And I bet you sung in French.
I did. Wasn't the only thing I did in French.
No, somebody said you are very good at French.
Anyway, move on.
Let's face it, it's kept your vocal cords open. Now, I'd like you to explain to us how you became very famous through pop music. I lived in London. I used to see Lily Savage on this very stage. I would stand over there terrified that she'd say anything to me, so I'd be over there with my other drug-addicted friends. I would see her on the stage, and it was absolutely fascinating, the power that she had and all the rest of it. And at that time, you released a seminal record, namely, Is That a Pistol in
Pistol
Your
in My
Pocket?
Pocket, yeah.
And I got the 12-inch. I'm not asking for a refund.
Well, you're not going to get it one.
I'm sure I won't. What I'm saying is, I invested in you. I saw something in you, Al. A fellow anarchist.
Really?
Yeah, really. Would you like to tell the ladies and gentlemen, are you determined to make it hard for me? Would you like to tell the ladies and gentlemen, how do you end up with a hit record? What do you do?
Well, you march into Peter Waterman's office of Stockhead and Waterman, biggest record producer at the time, and just say you're here.
Is that what you do? Okay. Something tells me you're not particularly shy and that you're quite good at putting yourself forward. Because after your pop career, you then went into film.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, just the same sort of brazenness, you know.
I've never done that, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of live in suspended animation, and I wait for people to think, actually, you know, maybe it'd be alright in that. You know, because I've never been interested in fame. I think fame is a vulgar byproduct of your work as an artist.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the primal scream for attention.
Maybe some of us need more attention than others.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
You just made me feel completely centred and sane. That doesn't happen very often.
Snap!
You're a darling. Now, what was it like working with Lemmy?
It was all right. I mean,
I'm referring to that movie that you made.
Yes, Eat the Rich. Yeah.
Eat the Rich. Great title.
Yes. No, it was fine. You know, no big deal.